do that. Um, One of my uh, actual behavior choices was concepts was interpersonal dynamics, and it was the lack of respect, communication, interpersonal skills that Roger Sterling has. He's one of the partners, and he kind of grew up in a weird era. He was actually a World War II veteran in the Navy, so he didn't like the Japanese, so kind of held a grudge, and that was in one of the shows. He kind of had some racial undertones with them and disrespected them and lost an account due to his former feelings about them and couldn't get past it. He lacks a lot of respect, especially in like a business situation, which is very vital, especially nowadays. So that kind of doesn't help him. Also, he inherited his partnership because his dad was a founding partner, so he didn't really have to work for it. So he doesn't have a lot of motivation or drive to gain more accounts or kind of go over the top, do his best. So he kind of just very lackadaisical. Doesn't have a lot of interpersonal skills. Doesn't really need it because he doesn't do much in the show. He drinks heavy and basically smokes a lot of cigarettes. And that was his one big account was Lucky Strike cigarettes. He exhibits a lot of sexual harassment, abuse during the show, which I'm sure was more common back then. But he definitely doesn't hold back on that. So that goes in. He abuses his power. He fired a lot of people that he shouldn't, which he almost gets a joy out of. It seems like. Yeah, that also goes back to lacking communication. He doesn't communicate. He doesn't give him a heads up. He just almost at one time he quoted. He said, "I'm gonna have to go learn some of these people's names before I fire them." So kind of goes back to it. His motivation doesn't really have any. Most time he's not doing a whole lot during the show, or he's just kind of there. So that also goes back. He doesn't strive to be a top contributor with most of his best accounts. He kind of is a social loafer in a way.